If your company is in the market for a new phone system, Dialpad might be the best cloud phone system out there that you've never heard of. But how do they stack up in terms of how I really review them in all the different categories? Well, my name is Mike Smith. I'm the president of AeroCom. Let's put our heads together on this. But first, if you'd like my recommendation on the best cloud phone system vendors your company should be quoting, send me an email, give me a call. This is what I do. I'm a broker for all the major vendors out there. If you'd like pricing or to see a demo on Dialpad, don't call Dialpad directly. Contact me. Send me an email, give me a call. I'd love to help you with this stuff. This is what I do. And I will help your company make a lot better decision in a fraction of the time. And it won't cost you anything. I don't charge you anything for my recommendations. So no excuse not to at least reach out. I'd love to help you. And if you get something from this video, it's a nice way to say thank you. It's the reason why I do these videos. So if you want more information on Dialpad and their competitors, and you want to see a demo on them, you want to get quotes, send me an email, give me a call. I'd love to help. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my future videos that I put out. And go check out our website, AeroCominc.com. I guarantee you've never seen a website like this in our industry. You can search cloud phone system service providers by feature. You can read reviews on them. You can write reviews on them. And you can watch videos on them and read all about them. So go check it out, AeroCominc.com. All right, as I usually like to do, I like to start out telling you the meat of the topic of when is Dialpad a great phone system for your company? What makes them a great phone system for your company? Like what attributes might your company have that would make Dialpad a great fit? Number one, I would say if your company is really into using technology to improve like customer experience or employee efficiency, if your company really embraces technology as a way to improve the business, Dialpad's a great fit. Also a great fit is if your company has a small call center. And lastly, they're a great fit if you want to use any of their unique advantages that they have, such as AI, they're really good at AI. Sales cards, like they have these little sales cards that can pop up if your salespeople are on the phone that can help them sell, which I'll talk a little bit about later. Also, outbound number matching. So if your salespeople are making a lot of outbound calls and they want their phone number to match the area that they're calling into so that there's a higher likelihood that the person will answer the phone. That's a unique advantage that Dialpad can bring. And lastly, automated customer satisfaction scores. If you want your company to automatically get automated AI customer satisfaction scores on every single call instead of waiting for the actual customer to fill out the survey, that's something Dialpad's got that's pretty unique. So overall, Dialpad has an 8.7 rating on my rating system. So let me go through that, how I came up with that 8.7. But as you listen to this, as I always say, compare each different category to your company's needs. Because I grade them high doesn't mean that you should grade them high. So for instance, if I grade them high on features or technology, but your company doesn't need any fancy features, maybe you shouldn't grade them so high. So just an example there of how you should take my ratings with a grain of salt, but hopefully this rating system helps you a little bit and gives you a little bit of a foothold on understanding who Dialpad is and what they're good at. Number one for me is service quality and reliability. That's always the most important thing in my opinion when it comes to rating service providers. And I give Dialpad a 9 on this. I've not really heard a lot of feedback from my customers about downtime, things like that. Giving someone a 10 is almost impossible, or giving a provider a 10 is almost impossible, but I give them a 9, which is a great rating. I also give Dialpad a 9 on customer service. I've had pretty much all good experiences with Dialpad with my customers with customer service. I haven't heard any major complaints. For 5-year viability, I give Dialpad an 8. So what this is that what is my opinion on if Dialpad's solution will be around in 5 years? I think chances are pretty good. One of Dialpad's founders actually was one of the founders of Google Voice. So they really know what they're doing and they've been growing quite a bit since their inception. I feel like they're really pushing R&D on innovation. I think they're doing a really good job overall. So I do think the chances are really high of them being around in 5 years. For features, I give Dialpad a 9. They're really good at features. They have a lot of cool AI features that other providers don't have. They were one of the first providers out there to really do call transcription. to really push AI. So they have a lot of great innovative features out there, almost everything. The only thing they don't have is like mass texting, mass email for like marketing purposes. And they might have added that by the time I'm shooting this video or by the time you're watching that video. So, but overall, very good score for them on features. I give them a 9. For user experience, I also give Dialpad a 9. Really easy to use, very simple, very easy on the eyes. You know, the only reason I don't give them a 10 is because most companies out there use Zoom or Teams for conferencing and instant messaging. So with Dialpad, if your company is using Teams or Zoom for instant messaging or conferencing, they're gonna have to use a different app for the phone system. So for that, I give them a 9 instead of a 10, but still very user-friendly, very easy to use. I think, you know, your users won't have a problem using Dialpad. For the admin experience, I also give them a 9. I think, again, very simple for administrators to administer the system, to add users, remove users. Everything is self-service. You're able to do that. If you need extra help, you can always call them, like I said, with their customer service being pretty good. But overall, very simple. If anything, I would say, you know, sometimes if you're non-technical, there's so many options there that it might be a little bit difficult to administer if you're a non-technical person. For that, I give them a 9 out of 10, but that's kind of like, that's a good downside to have. That's like, you know, when you're in an interview and they say, give me something bad about you, and you say, well, I work too hard. Well, that's kind of like what I'm saying here. They do a really good job when it comes to administrative features, so 9 out of 10. For pricing, I give Dialpad a 7 out of 10. I always say this to customers, you don't go with Dialpad for the lowest price. You go with Dialpad because of the technology and the features and the capabilities and how those things are gonna help your company. Dialpad is not the most competitive priced option out there. It's not crazy, it's not out of the stratosphere on pricing, but I give them a 7 out of 10 because they're a little bit higher priced. They don't have concurrent call options when it comes to pricing. Also, they have some extra fees of E911 and administrative fees, like cost recovery fees, tacked on to their normal pricing, which I don't love, that a couple other providers don't have. But so overall, not terrible on pricing, but I give them a 7 out of 10. For global availability, I give Dialpad a 9. Not quite a 10. That would be more Teams phone system or Zoom or something like that. But they have a great global footprint. Maybe not quite as vast as some of those bigger providers, but really good. So I give them a 9 out of 10. For integration, I also give Dialpad a 9. They have an open API, which to me is like, that's number one when it comes to integration. They also integrate, they have pre-built integrations with software like Salesforce, HubSpot, and just they have a nice integration with Teams. So they have like what I call a dialer plugin for Teams. So if your company uses Teams a lot and you want to use Dialpad, Dialpad can actually embed inside the Teams app. So I really like that a lot too. The only thing, you know, they don't have is, like, for right now, they don't have Teams presence integration on their contact center platform, and they're not one of Teams' official certified contact center service providers, but that might be coming soon. So overall, 9 out of 10 on integration. And lastly, hardware, I also give them a 9. It's non-proprietary, so if down the road you end up switching away from Dialpad, you can use their hardware with other vendors. They can sell you the hardware, or they can rent the hardware, or you can bring your own hardware. So 9 out of 10 on hardware. So that's my review on Dialpad, overall an 8.7. But if you'd like pricing on Dialpad or see a demo on Dialpad, send me an email, give me a call. Don't call Dialpad directly, actually reach out and contact me. That's my specialty. I will help you get in touch with the right people at Dialpad, get a great demo on Dialpad, get great quotes on Dialpad, the lowest possible pricing on them. And also, I'll help you look at their competitors. If you want to compare them to other cloud phone system vendors out there, I'd be happy to help. I'm a broker for all the major vendors. This is what I do for a living. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I know the industry inside and out. And based on your company's requirements, I'll make sure you talk to the right vendors when it comes to quoting phone systems. So send me an email, give me a call. I will help your company make a lot better decision in a fraction of the time. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my future weekly videos that I put out. And go check out our website, aerocominc.com. We have all types of reviews on providers. You can filter providers by features. You can read reviews, you can write reviews, you can watch videos on providers, all kinds of cool stuff. So go check that out, AeroCominc.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.